For more on the Lunar New Year festivities, Wenhao Diao joins us now from Tucson, Arizona. She's the interim head of the Department of East Asian Studies at the University of Arizona. Great to have you on the program tonight. Now, can you talk us through the history and significance of the Spring Festival, especially for our international viewers?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me today. I am very happy to talk about this topic. It is the Spring Festival, also known as the Chinese New Year, is our culturally most significant holiday. It is the beginning of the Chinese calendar. Historically, it meant the new agricultural cycle, right? I know it's cold outside, it may be hard to believe, but this is exactly the time to think about, okay, the spring is coming and there's that excitement, that hope. Whatever didn't go well last year, perhaps we can restart, and whatever that went well last year, we may be able to continue that success. And this is also a time for family gathering and a huge feast. Usually it starts with a large dinner on Chinese New Year's Eve. I hope everyone who's watching had a great dinner yesterday. So it's the time for the younger generation to really learn that cultural identity and also the cultural expressions of happiness, sharing, and love.
And the Year of the Snake marks the first heritage edition of the Chinese New Year. How are people celebrating their most important festival, now recognized as a cultural heritage of humanity?
Yeah, this is a very exciting moment. I think this happened in December of 2024. And here in Tucson, which is actually also a UNESCO designated city of gastronomy, I think there's really that celebration of UNESCO's recognition, right? It brings a huge sense of pride. We're not changing whatever we're practicing, but it brings that sense of pride in whatever we're already doing, the cultural values, the traditions, the practices. And it also brings that awareness both to people who are inside the community, but also globally, that awareness of the cultural diversity of our wonderful world. So I'm really happy to be talking about this at this moment.
And of course, the Spring Festival is celebrated globally. How can can you give us a bit more information about how the Spring Festival has grown across the world and, what the Year of the Snake means for people in other countries?
Yeah, so the Chinese New Year or the Spring Festival is celebrated by Chinese communities throughout the world. But these days, we're really seeing a lot of people who are interested in learning more about our culture, history, and language joining our celebrations. In fact, I was just at our Chinese language program celebration earlier today. We were playing mahjong, having Chinese snack, and watching Chinese TV shows in the background. So I think a lot of people that I know who teach Chinese language and culture are working very hard this week. I hope that these celebrations across the world are shining a light on the rich history of China and also humanizes the Chinese culture and communities. I think through these celebrations, we really hope to cultivate that appreciation of understanding for cultural differences. We may not have the same experiences growing up, but hopefully we can all get behind good food, family, and being happy together.
And finally, sorry to interrupt you there, just could you talk a little bit about the trends in terms of travel? Where are people going and what are they buying? Are there any particular types of gifts and things that people like to buy?
Yeah, so a lot of people are traveling home or were right before the Chinese New Year to be with their families. And the thing that's very wonderful about the Chinese New Year celebration is that there's so much diversity, there's so much richness, right? And also people play with the language. As a linguist, I get very nerdy about that. So people creatively use homophones, which are sounds or words that sound similar. So for example, you may see people gifting each other oranges or buying oranges at home because it sounds like good luck, 吉利, right? And also there are all these wonderful expressions of best wishes for health, for prosperity, just for good fortune and family. So yes, it's really a wonderful time of the year, at least for me personally. And I think that for a lot of us who celebrate this holiday, we really want to share these feelings of joy and love.
Wenhao Diao, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.